Hello, beautiful ones. Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name's Joseph. It's lovely to have you with us all today on this beautiful sunny summer's day. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching us how to make this, which is my creamy serum with Bakuchiol in, and I'll write that down here. And this is a DIY formula, and Bakuchiol is a natural alternative to retinol. It has no irritation whatsoever. You know, retinol has all of that horrible flaking and redness, which you have to go through before you arrive at the old baby new skin, if you like. You don't have to go through any of that with this beautiful serum. So if that sounds like something you guys at home want to find out how to make, keep watching. And as I said, beautiful ones, this is a creamy serum, and we are able to incorporate oil into creamy serums. It's still a serum texture. Can you see that in there? It's not runny as such. I mean, it's obviously a serum texture, as I've just said, but the magic ingredient in this little bottle and what powers my creamy serum with Bakuchiol is, of course, Bakuchiol oil. Can you see that? Yep. Focus. Focus. Good boy. Right. And Bakuchiol oil comes from the Phacelia coryllifolia plant, and this is it's a plant which you get little tiny black seeds from called babchi seeds, and the word Bakuchiol actually comes from the Sanskrit for Bakuchi, I think, which is the name for the plant. The informal name, guys, for the tree or the plant which we get the Bakuchiol oil from is called the babchi plant. And as I've said, the Latin name is Phacelia coryllifolia. You don't really need to know that, but the Phacelia coryllifolia or babchi tree is it's an excellent source for so many really, really good compounds which we can use in skincare. Bakuchiol not being the least amongst these. Just going to put it over here. And amongst these beneficial compounds, guys, is something called solarins. I'll write it down here for you beautiful ones at home. Go and do some research on it if you're interested. And in the 1960s, there was this chap, I can't remember his name. He lived in America, Texas or the Deep South, somewhere like that. He was a white chap. And he was very, very concerned about how the black community in the Deep South of America was being treated. And he wanted to go undercover, basically. So what he did was he applied layers of solarins, or the one of the compounds you get from the babchi tree, onto his skin. He went outside on a daily basis. He may have even used a UV lamp. I don't even know whether they had UV lamps in the 1960s. I assume they did. He went outside on a daily basis, and what the solarins did to his skin was they initiated a process called melagenesis, which is basically where you get a suntan. And within, I think, a month or something like this chap, he could pass as a black person. That's how intense the solarins turn you tan. So basically, that's a long old, not a very long story, but it's an anecdote of how potent or powerful the old babchi seeds are. And that's a true story, guys. I just think that's absolutely fascinating, utterly fascinating. Right, okay, get on with the tutorial, Joseph. So our creamy serum has loads of Bakuchiol in, and as I said, Bakuchiol acts as an alternative, a natural or a phytoretinol, which basically means plant chemical version of retinol. Retinol is derived from vitamin A. It's the pure form of vitamin A. One step back from the pure form of vitamin A. The pure form of vitamin A is retinoic acid. And then you come down the ladder of retinoids. You've got retinol palmitate down here, retinol, and then retinoic acid up here. You don't need to know all of that, guys, anyway. But and how retinoids act on the skin: retinol palmitate, retinol, and retinoic acid, and all of the other, because beta carotene and lycopene and lutein and stuff like that, they're all retinoids as well, versions of. And what they do is they interact with the skin, because in our skin we have something called retinol receptors, or retinoid receptors, in other words. And what these do, and what retinoids do, or retinoids do, is they're like a key. Say the retinol is the key, and the retinol receptor is the lock. Basically, the retinoid acts as the key to unlock all of those properties then from your retinol receptor or retinoid receptor. And the benefits from using a topical retinoid on your skin are numerous. I don't like them myself, guys. You know that if you watch my channel regularly. I don't like retinoids. I had a horrible experience with Retin-A cream or tretinoin when I lived in Hong Kong. It was foul. My whole skin was just basically falling off. So maybe not as bad as that. Maybe I'm exaggerating slightly, because I am wont to exaggerate. But yeah, no, the benefits of using a topical retinoid on your skin are, and they're clinically proven as well. So they're well documented, clinically proven. However, there is quite a large payoff with the benefits of retinoids, as in they make first of all, they make your skin incredibly sensitive to sunlight. hence the old Solarin, the cousin of retinols from the same batch. You know, you heard me talk about that with the chap going undercover in the deep sea. Yeah, get on with the tutorial. So that's the first major drawback about retinoids, is the fact that they cause hypersensitivity to sunlight or UVA and UVB rays. The second drawback of using a topical retinoid on your skin is the fact that they cause hypersensitivity on your skin, thus making your skin red, sensitive, inflamed, sore. And what retinoids also, and the third point is the fact that retinoids cause your skin to what's called hyperproliferate, not hypo. Hypo means low, hyper means high. Hyperproliferate, which means basically the turnover rate of your skin cells is enhanced and exaggerated greatly when you're using a topical retinoid. So your skin will start to flake, and you'll end up in a flaky old red sore mess, basically. So I tend to avoid retinoids totally. But on the positive side, guys, using a topical retinoid can help your skin to proliferate the production, or synthesize basically the old collagen and elastin, those fibers in your skin which give your skin its plumpness and firmness. And it also gives your skin a glow because you're having those skin cells removed. The skin cell rate is turning over much, much faster. So your skin starts to glow, fine lines and wrinkles evaporate. But again, as I said, the payoff is quite big. So hence making the need to find a natural alternative to retinol pertinent, guys, or necessary. And Bakuchiol is one of those natural alternatives to retinol. In this formula, we've got about a teaspoon of retinol, and this is 100 mils, so around 5%, which is possibly one of the highest amounts of Bakuchiol I've ever heard of. They're typically around 2% to 1 to 2%, basically. Certainly you would never ever find retinol at 5. Well, you would find it at 5%, but it would be very, very damaging to your skin. Whereas if you're using something like Bakuchiol creamy serum here, you won't have any side effects at all, guys. Possibly a little bit of sun sensitization, so continue to wear your sunscreen anyway, but you won't have any of that redness, crusting, erythema, which basically is the same as redness. You've said that, Joseph. Once more, beautiful ones, we're using such small amounts of this would last ages. I mean, I've used 1/6 of this today, so this is 30 mils. Can you see that? Just there. And those eagle-eyed amongst you will remember that I did say I was going to use my folding technique to make this serum. However, I thought, it was time to introduce you guys to some new techniques. And to do the creamy serum, it's very, very simple, guys. In fact, it's much, much simpler than using my folding technique. And all we've used to make this one is emulsifying wax. And I used olive oil for a change because I know not all of you can get your hands on mineral oil. So that's why I've done the old creamy serum. And you can also, when you see the tutorial part of this this video, you can stop before you add the Bakuchiol, because once you know how to make the old creamy serum, you've got that down to pat then, or you know that for life then, guys, and you can use that for other fat soluble ingredients which need a carrier, if that makes sense. So beautiful ones, quickly, I'll teach you how to make this one very quickly. Well, not quickly, I'll do it properly, obviously. And then we'll meet afterwards to talk about when to use, how much to apply, how much this actually costs to make, because you won't believe it's less than £5, guys. All right, here's the tutorial and we'll meet afterwards. So beautiful ones, you'll need a bottle of olive oil, a bag of emulsifying wax, and a bottle of Bakuchiol oil. I'll link all of these into the description. A jug with hot water in, a clean bowl, a teaspoon and a tablespoon. So get your olive oil, guys, in your clean bowl. Well, don't forget your piece of tissue paper, guys, either. That's essential. Right, so we're going to measure out 1 teaspoon of emulsifying wax into our clean bowl. Into the emulsifying wax, we're going to add 3 teaspoons of olive oil. Now this all has to go into the microwave, guys, until all the flakes have melted. You can do it on the hob top. So we're back from the microwave now. And there's our water, our hot water. If you go in with cold, it will all curdle, guys, so it has to be hot water. Add around 100 mils of water. And if you want a thicker cream, then you add less water. Thinner serum, add more. And as it cools, it will thicken ever so slightly to give you a gorgeous creamy serum. This stage is optional, guys. This is the preservative, and I'm adding a fraction of a teaspoon here. In fact, I think I added a bit too much. That's way too much. And that's phenoxyethanol I added. So now this is the Bakuchiol oil. Carefully measure out 1 teaspoon. And combine it with the creamy serum. And you'll find that the serum just accepts the oils perfectly well, or easily. Now it's time to bottle up, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, beautiful ones. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and do subscribe. And I'll see you all next time, guys. Lots of love. So gorgeous ones, that's how we make this Joseph's creamy serum with Bakuchiol. Possibly around 5%, maybe more like 3 to 4%, certainly more than you would ever be able to buy in the shops for less than £5. And we've made this ourselves, so we've seen this at every stage of manufacture. We've seen exactly what's gone into this formula. And when you make your own at home, it will be entirely unique to you, because you know the provenance of your ingredients will be different than mine. The amounts you use will be slightly different than mine. You could add any other fat-soluble ingredients into this, vitamin E, vitamin A in the form of retinol palmitate, or pure retinol. Again, I've said already, I don't really like retinol. Ascorbyl palmitate, that's another fat-soluble vitamin, which would go really, really well in my creamy serums. Again, I've in this serum I used olive oil. You can use any oil you want, guys. Grapeseed oil would go really well. Almond oil, any sort of oil would go really. Possibly not coconut oil. It's a bit more brittle, guys, and I don't really work with coconut oil, although I perhaps should try. Don't really know. Cost-wise, definitely less than £5. I mean, you know, I've used 1/6 of a bottle of something which cost £15. So I'm not very good at maths, so can't work it out immediately. I'm sure if I sat down and with a piece of paper and a pad, I could. But suffice it to say that it's less than £5, guys, for this little one. And there's 100 mils. Again, you can make as much or as little as you want. Just put some preservative in it if you want to prolong its shelf life. I'd use it twice a day. If you're going to wear it when you go, but wear it before going out. Do wear sunscreens, guys, just in case you have any of that incidental sun exposure. You know, particularly if you're going out on a sunny day like today, for example. I don't think it would cause any photosensitivity, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, beautiful ones. And of course, this is the vegetable world's alternative to, or the plant world vegetable, what are you talking about? Plant world's alternative to retinol. So you get all of the benefits of retinol, the smoothing, the plumping, the brightness and the evenness to your skin. Texture will start to disappear. Basically, your skin will look much smoother, but with none of the irritation whatsoever associated with retinol, guys. All right, guys, that's it for today. If you enjoyed today's video, please do give this one a thumbs up. Also, do consider subscribing there. That's my icon just there, guys. Just there. I'm joking. You know, so you're kept abreast of when I'm uploading videos. And all that remains for me is to wish you guys a beautiful Saturday. It's gorgeous weather in England. I'm going to go outside and go for a long walk now, guys. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Lots of love. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.